My name is Senna. Let's talk some politics. So, as I am speaking, the cedi is having a good one. The cedi is having a good one. And they are, the cedi has entered 11 cedis. Sorry, the dollar rate, no. The cedi is appreciating and it has entered 11 cedis. Into 11 cedis, 90 pesos. So, we are looking forward to that. I remember the time I did the analysis on the dollar. I feel it is heading towards 9 cedis. Okay, 9 cedis to a dollar. And that time it was around, I think, 13 cedis or so. And you know, CC Ababa drew 11.90. And so I mean, if it is still going the way it is going right now, we'll be expecting enyama bo be form, because right now fuel akofom what you say lorry fare yatesu by 15% and the likes. Even though we are yet to see the effect on the food and the likes, we are looking on say in the following weeks it will all affect sanyamani nano what you say kakra. So it is good news for the Ghanaian economy. The Ghanaian economy is going better. In fact, for people who don't even know, cedi no strong nekrano. Ama car President Akufo-Addo babe boy bibria ema Ghana ya babe de kanekrano. Ama ye kakra eswati. Because Ghana ye external debt it is measured in dollars. Inti yenfa say ana President Akufo-Addo na dollar ni 15. Na ebia yenfa say na Ghana ye de ka $1. Not as near the 15 cedis, no. By His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Baya and the dollar it drew 11.9 no. What it simply means, and they say yes, sir, ye a car sa $1 na, and there yendika 15 cedis, you have the car 11 cedis. Inti Ghana ye kakrano. Me who say some people are reporting say ye kaswati by about 10% or so, which is very, very good. Okay, and so once we have a good currency. Okay, we have a strong currency. It makes every single thing nice. What you say? Meaning say Ghana for more abroad. Ya na musu. Necessarily the musu sansikana na form ne dene. But it is good for the economy. It is good for this country. It's good for the economy of the country. What you say and all that things, And no. Ya danamia say. But you see, I want us to let me play a video of Bawumia, Alhaji Bawumia in Simbia Walker. Na Ghana for be so responded to Bawumia. Yentie Bawumia nsem a woka. And the dollar no form no. What is Bawumia saying? Tie Bawumia.
The appreciation of the cedi that we have seen recently. I think one of the things that if you ask a simple question to the NDC to point out exactly what policy they have implemented that has resulted in the appreciation of the cedi, they cannot tell you one that has been implemented, not sort of talked about, but actually implemented. They cannot tell you one such policy. They only pass their budget in March. They've not even issued any contracts and paid for anything, pretty much. So you cannot ascribe what is happening to the currency to a policy that they have implemented. There's no such policy that has been implemented that has had that impact yet. For me, we had anticipated the impact of gold in this economy. I talked about it when we got into dire straits in 2022. Bank of Ghana had bought $5 billion worth of gold. After all the noise of the election, people are paying attention to our reserves. That is one thing, which we have built to 30 tons. Secondly, you've mentioned that the US dollar itself is on the decline globally. And that has also strengthened. If you go to Zambia, for example, the kwacha has gained a lot of ground also because you have the US dollar declining in value because of what is happening in the US with all of that. So I think those are, and then there's the third element is that they are not spending. I mean, if you're managing an economy, you have to pay your bills. They are not paying IPPs, for example. This is why the doomsday is so acute. And they are not paying contractors. So when you are not spending, there's less pressure on your currency. Yeah, so those are some of the reasons why you are seeing an appreciation of the currency.
Wait, I said, yeah. Oko pe oba we hu oba no ehu se ne ho ye fe asa woko pe oba na wakọ oba ne nchen akwakọ ka wenu mu nsem nyina na oba ne ka se chale mempeo na afei wonam na woka tre wonam fofo se oba ekra se ne ho nya fe oba ekra wo he onante a ne nan achia oba ekra wo he a wo ya lanta na now boy pen akoko pen na amfa no we unzo oba no ya lanta na akoko zo akoko pen akoko pen oba no e na amfa. And that is exactly what Bawumia is doing today. Martina abemu 8 years. The guru, economic guru like yourself, Bawumia, Martina abemu 8 good years. 8 good freaking years. You took the dollar from 4 cedis to 16. Before Fraba, just within 5 months. And the dollar no the free sa baby a wuja no e the ababa be do 11. And the wukita microphone na semo a wo kan say if acronym kan enyo no onye bibia wakwa akope oba no na wenya no e na afi wo ka say atia no say ne nan achia say oba ne kra say na minim kra say ne sisi kra achia oboa pena wenya no na wo yesa. And then NDC phone implementing policy via na yen krano enyama bia ye yeto ho enende nini na epeja ene de enko he na ekon he say NDC enye he within 5 months na ma dollar no every 16 ababedu 11 cedis and that. Then I am waiting for the NDC to implement their policies so that the dollar will go further. Any dollar na krebeko 5 cedis. Because NDC nya implement your policies so. Now so when the dollar no eso 80 ababe do 11.9. And they say NDC be implementing policies in the end they say yeti. Yeti Chrome her when Bawumia was in power, he ran away from the economy. Did Bawumia talk about the dollar? When the dollar got to 16, when they took the dollar from 4 cedis to 16, Bawumia wakasa fa economy humbium. E ho na MPP for be ma yeti asie say His Excellency Bawumia say wono kra no oye IT expert. Hey! Na Ghana ni bi enim say Bawumia ye IT expert. Na di enim say Bawumia de economy. Dollar no kokodu 16 na Bawumia dwane free economy ho. Bawumia sha asia say wo kasa, Bawumia kasa about IT. And then in opposition, Bawumia we jai IT in sem no. Now he's talking about the economy again. Today, Bawumia is talking about the dollar again. You see, I don't know Obi our advice Bawumia, but sir, opportunity we won. It was time for Bawumia to win the heart of the neutral Ghanaians. It was time for him because baby eduno. It was said Bawumia. If Bawumia doesn't understand, say enye MPP for pen edema we win abatwa, then Bawumia is not ready to be a president. Ghana has say ye can one more man for winning abatwa. And yet, the fanatics of a political party, it is the neutral Ghanaians. Because political parties, no, you see, I can't acquire money now, my hand in your pet. Say NDC 1 crore 4 MPP in some 1 crore 4. Yana MPP 4 person with the young who say, yeah, the crore 4 doors, mon crore 4 doors, and you be a chrome her. NDC 1 crore 4, Monsumon crore 4 4. 2 na ka woman. The neutral Ghanaians are swing voters are in there. Utumika so and me to my way or more. And the real uncrophone must see him. It will crum her. It is a why a wide say, ye kotuaba. Now why a wide say who focus on your only political party on crop for pair. Ube lusu poto. Internet people mu lusu poto no. Because our percentage near to Abama the original percentage of real MPP voters in the country. But swing voters no echo the other side mumu say nyamu lose poto. Into who person win election will chrome her. It is about how you make sure say the swing voters no they be on your side. They want to Bawumia. Hey, Uncle Mama Bawumia 38%. No, say those same people na Bawumia be keep it around there. Then Bawumia he's not becoming president too. If one year fast and sesa or more 2 1 year fast and sesa Uncle na then Bawumia is not becoming president. Because you see, Nanka Bawumia were good advisors or more 2 Ewan in Chenya. Nanka sa same way kronka. This is the time for Bawumia. You see, me kasame NDC there. NDC in Sumame, but me kasame NDC. Yana me pese me 2 MPP 4. But this is what I'm going to say. Say Bawumia episode babaka on. This is the time for him to take on the image of a patriotic person. Will lusupoto election no lusupoto. Probably the biggest defeater MPP4 ever. Enya. It is the time I was say who play a role as a patriotic citizen. Inti me nanka me Bawumia team moi. Nanka someone me catch Bawumia and say Dabi, don't do politics as usual. Because who MPP4 no, they are already doing the politics. You don't need to add your voice. Politics bia MPP ni be bia omo here. Asem we about me ken MPP communicators no enam social media in traditional media enomo kan. O Bawumia oba be kan bia en yate. Inti nanka me say Bawumia take a different approach. Nanka dia was say Bawumia ye ne say o nkrofo etunefo a nanka asem we also mo ka trend ne say yes re brana be ka tre eye e Ghana for dwedifo no say dollar na sha say e ko form ne de omo sha say wo mo ntin nyama so na Ghana for abrabo ento omo ye. You see, people will not be expecting say as the opposition leader no Obekan Bibisa. People will not be expecting say as the opposition leader you say something like that. And so if you make such a comment, people will start seeing you in a different light. Say, hey, Papa ne semo work and boy NDC. Hey, and the Papa no patriotic. Hey, and the Papa, because at this point in your life, Bawumia, you need to take that image of a patriotic person. Okofa image say me MPP ni nti the MPP4 beka the MPP4 beka na eno na woka MPP4 na nyo mo nko na bema we wini. The people who want to see you as say oh a patriotic person, no, they didn't vote for you, they didn't select you. That is why you lost massively. The best thing anka e wasa woka no. Yes, we are seeing that the dollar oh dear, now I can't. This is not the time for blame games. This is not the this is not the time for blame games. This is not the time for this and that. I think that as the dollar is going down right now, we plead with market women and with traders to make sure that it reflects on the lives of Ghanaians. Hey, nanka praises about Bawumia Wubinyano. By this time, front pages. Hey, Bawumia ne can say, hey, na can MPP4 crano. Omo bet to me the a year 2 no crowd or traditional media ne so. Sinwo ni papa or doing Ghana ho and okase but Bawumia missed an opportunity by playing politics with this. And then look at how Bawumia is getting ridiculed all over on social media. Because I call him say 8 years going to me and yes I dey way. It will be aba no na ban aba be ya and then I will be claim ownership. The same person who speak against Doomso. Say, omo buy no Doomso. Meanwhile, omo the Doomso ne jani pakrono. You see? Opportunity. Bawumia needs to onsesa omo a omo tunefo no. Bawumia is not having nkrofo ebe Bawumia omo ma ne futupa. Omo ma papa ne futupa. I'm not supposed to say this, but I've said it anyway. If he thinks politics as usual, the baby we have. Let's chrome her, who the now, if Bawumia doesn't understand, you see why and the Ghana, the NDC are capture the minds and brains of Ghanaian youth. My member videos being shared Bawumia, what Ghanaians are saying, because yeah, the fire home, the any man say a NDC mre and a dollar neko form and fire home the Wobeka. Now the reason why I'm saying that, listen to the ordinary Ghanaians on radio and on the streets. The Omoka inti.
Now the idea
Said the memo this Condesia never called it. I'm telling you. 5 months here, the candy. Says I'm voters ID card coming. If you are not electoral commission, means that you need this. If you are no emergency election, there be a medru be also about the TMPP. For the first time, in Kaisa, me or Mayor Magosemia, you see about the Tashin, just 15%.
What's it?
Yeah, penny. Was so I want to come near Nibrana to about the Tiao. So come near Nibrana and 1 year better to the Tiao. Freddie Uncle, Mary. So
it's very simple. What's the radio? So, do you know the number of people and Nipa we are somewhere worker or influencing? What's the radio? So, yen na yenyi wa Ghana asemu aye kan say yente da say Ghana enyama bo akosoro ama nyama bo no asanso abafom yente da. But look at what is happening. And lorry fare you see it so by 15%. By next week it take effect. And a radio presenter neka say who be da wo krom ha. This was the time for Bawumia to tap in to say mo amoti nyaman so senia enyama bo okosoro amoye we no. This was the time for Bawumia to tap in. But no, politics as usual. Na baby edu no MPP for ombe realize say the Ghanaian youth are all bano. One main politics as usual. Senia na more politics mo ye mo be hu na ache o. Mo nim say ye mebunu no abatu amoto ye na ma mo lusu ye no. Mo be hu na ache. Na mo yam say the normal politics as usual na mo ye mo be ye na magana for aba beto aba ama mo NDC ba he ade ana mbebunu no bisa betting tax e-levy mo yi sa nyama ni nefio o de ye be do 2028 na o de obehu the effect of all these things na mo de yam say still politicking as usual e na mo be ye me say Bawumia wo ni if oni obi a wotunefo Bawumia ni obi otunefo obi otunefo a na kasa de we won farmer meye politics tie another young person on the street tie I saw this video on TikTok tie
would you ever consider the MPP as an option going forward coming maybe next election or next two
like
elections?
For them to win again,
for them to come to the power again.
We want NDC to remain.
Tell us why.
I think NDC is far better than MPP. I mean, you already know.
I don't know. Yeah, the one.
These are first-time Ghanaian voters. First-time Ghanaian voters. So probably these are even people that will more enjoy MPP for more free SHS. But look at what they are saying. So they think that the NDC is far better because what? In the first 5 months, they are seeing how things are going. They are seeing the reduction of prices. They are seeing senior petrol echo from senior reduction. What you say? Into what now or can now your MPP in there feel say still a politicking as usual. The old style politics then are still a mobile a NDC kwandi a bonnet. Aqua copel ban in a win yano into a nedie woka or ya lantern na yachia. Young girl, and you're no pet. There's also another young guy. And also Bisa the same question to also your kind.
Would you ever consider the MPP as an option, like to be in government?
Oh no, that one there for sure. That one there to not happen because what they have done to the economy when they were in power is very bad. For that one there is very bad. So let's just take it. Mahama should take it forever. Mahama should take.
Oh dear, I grow MPP for I grow in a moody. Oh dear, I want to ask na Mompe will be. Mama futupa mama what dear won't try why there and the CD. This is not the time for you to be doing politics with the thing. And in general the dollar is weak, and in general the way is weak. Me say you see the Ghana cedi has been adjudged as the best performing currency in the whole wide world. It is not about the dollar being weak. Why is the Naira not being judged? Nigeria for economy says something here. They have more dealers, more traders in Nigeria than Ghana. Why is it that Nigeria's economy, Nigeria's currency is not being judged as the best performing currency in the whole world? The Ghana cedi is being judged as the best performing currency by Bloomberg in the whole world. It simply tells you that even if the dollar is weak, Bawumia will claim, Ghana is still doing something better. So who feel say unka na unka ma NDC a me say the different angle ananke wo say we take it and say nanke wo say wo sre edwadifo say dollar asha se ekɔ form no yesre monte nyama so ma Ghana for na Ghana for abrabo enye kra behwe ase de mu ye Ghana ni bitina be ka se mo mpe Ghana ye because enye mu ni ntina ka Ghana for mbre se for mo ntre mo adwan me dase